Want to work on some double stops. Now, double stop just being playing two notes in harmony with each other. Like if you play the open fourth string and third string together, that's a double stop, because those two notes are in harmony with each other. And we can work a little tremolo as we go too. I thought I'd work some G stuff, some D stuff, and some A stuff. And I'm putting all this down on a sheet that you can download at my site. So let's start with G. Like I said, I'm going to start with the fourth string and the third string together, because that's a G, one of the G double stops. Okay, it's a G and a D, and it's all based on kind of chord theory, which is the if you know the three parts of the G triad, G, B, and D. Those are three parts of the G chord. Okay, so all of the double stops that I do in G will contain either the G and the D, the G and the B, or the D and the B. So there'll be those three combinations. So that's the G and the D, the fourth string and the third string together. Now I go to the B here on the fourth string, which is the fourth fret, and of course, nice arch here with your finger to keep that third string open underneath it, because I'm hitting those together. The open third string and the fourth string on the fourth fret together. So I just went from open to fourth fret on the fourth string. Now my next one, I'm going to slide this one on up to 7, put my index finger on the third string on the fifth fret. Do those two together. So I like to do these one after another. So I'll do this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Open, fourth fret, and 7 and 5. And my tremolo with my right hand, I got a little angle on my pick like this. It's not straight into the strings. Maybe at a 30-degree angle to the strings. And it doesn't have to be real fast at first. If you practice in your tremolo, practice it slow to get it nice and even, where your up is the same as your down. Work your wrist back and forth, and then slowly speed it up, keeping it even. My next one I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the G here, except I'm going to switch fingers. So my third finger, so that's fifth fret, third string, and I'm going to go to the second fret, second string with my index finger. Those two together. So far I've got this one open, fourth fret, 7 and 5, 5 and 2. Kind of going up by stages. Now I'm going to take these two fingers and just slide them up, where I'm on 9 here, and then I'm on 5 with my index finger. So my third finger is now 9 on the third string. My index finger is now on 5 on the second string. And those two are good to work back and forth. It's also good for developing a little bit of control with your tremolo with your right hand, where I'm just playing the third and second string. So again, from the top, open, and I kind of shift over from here to here. With a little bit of practice. My next one, I'm going to keep my D here, switch fingers again to my third finger. I'm now on the second string, fifth fret with my third finger. My second finger is going to the first string, the high G, third fret. And that's my next double stop. And remember, all this is in G. So if somebody's playing a G chord behind you, you're just 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. going to take these two fingers and scoot them up so that my third finger, and if you need to switch over to your index finger you can, but I like to keep my second finger on here. I'm now on 10 on the second string, and I'm now on 7 on the first string. So I can slide in between them. Get that kind of nice schmaltzy tremolo. Okay, so I've just gone from a low G down here all the way through to high G here with a B over it. Okay? Okay, so let's look at D now. Here again, the D triad is the D, the F sharp, and the A. So these double stops I'm doing will be different combinations of those three notes. The first one is the low A, which is 2nd fret, 4th string, and then the open D underneath. The next one is going to be 7 on the 4th string and 4 on the 3rd string. That's a D and an F sharp. Now I'm going to move over to the next two strings. The 3rd string is still on the 4 and the open A string. So that's an F sharp and an A. Then I'm going up to an A and a D. That's 7 on the 3rd string and 5 on the 2nd string. Okay. My next one is keeping the D here on the 5th fret, 2nd string, and adding the F sharp on the 1st string, 2nd fret. So index and 3rd finger. I'm going to take those two fingers and move them up to 9 and 5. That's the F sharp and the A. Now I'm going to move up even higher and hit this high A up here on 12 and the D down below it on the 1st string on the 10th fret. Working through them like that, working them up and down. And with D, you can, with some of this, you can actually do triple stop. I'm actually doing the open A string too. Okay, there's your D. Let's go to A. My low A double stop will be the A and the E underneath it. Again with A, I've got A and C sharp and E are my three notes of my triad in A. So the double stops I'm going to be using in A are going to be combinations of an A C sharp, and an E. Okay, so the first one is the A and the E together, and I'll just kind of bar across. And in order to, I mean, if you just want to do these two strings, just go ahead and flatten down here and kill everything else. What I like to do sometimes is not flatten down all the way, but catch the tip of my finger on both of these strings. That way I can keep that one open too. Like that's I use that as an A chord sometimes. But for most purposes, just flatten down, catch both of these strings with the same finger. And in this case, it's the index finger, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. Okay, next one's a little harder. I'm keeping the E here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. I am moving down here to the C sharp. So I'm going from here to here. C sharp and E. And third finger, 1st finger. Okay, So I do low A, the next one is here with the C sharp. Now, my next one is going to be the E here on the 3rd string and the open A string together. Okay? 2nd fret, 3rd string, open 2nd string. Now I'm going to move up to the 7th fret on the 3rd string, 4th fret, 2nd string, index and 3rd finger. So I went from here to here. Now I'm going to shift back and catch the 4th fret on the 2nd string now, and the open E string. And that's my 2nd finger there. Now I'm going to use my 3rd finger here, 7th fret, 2nd finger on the high A, 5th fret on the 1st string. So 2nd string, 1st string, 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd finger, 2nd finger. Now, similarly to the G, I'm going to keep these 2 fingers working and just slide them up to 12 and 9. Like so. So, another good exercise, going from here. And this one's kind of interchangeable depending on what you're doing. You could either use your 1st finger here. Sorry. Okay, so that's working through the A double stops. Did I do this with 7 and 4? Yeah, I did. And your tremolo can move up and down the strings. Sometimes I like it down here, a little chunkier. Sometimes I like it down here, a little fatter and mellower. As you work through these things and become more familiar with them, you can be more expressive with them. Different things you can do. Okay, so I hope that helps. Be sure and download the sheet that has all the tab for these note combinations, these double stops, and have fun.